Hey there guys, welcome to the first ever episode of the ShotPod. I'm joined by my co-host Jake.
Hello.
And we've got some guests today as well, straight from the TimeShot server. Who've we got here?
It's me,
One of you
Fabe.
go first.
Any one of you will do.
Myself.
I listen to instructions, okay? God.
That was the most fluent intro ever, could not have gone better.
Right?
But yeah guys, thank you for tuning into the ShotPod. This is a podcast revolving around TimeShot and Minecraft and gaming in general. And it's something you guys have been requesting for a while, something we've been looking into doing for a while, and we're finally doing it. So it's exciting stuff, right guys?
Right, guys.
So
Right,
exciting.
Alright, who wants to kick things off here? Let's go straight into it.
By the way, I'm Sigils because that didn't get covered yet.
That didn't get covered?
No, we went past that, but it's
I
okay.
guess Sigils is here too.
I'm used to being overlooked. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
The forgotten one on the server.
Yeah, people don't even know I'm on the server. They're like, who?
Who's this guy in the call? God.
This guy's in MK's house. God.
Oh, you're Hobbs, right?
Yeah. Meow.
Could this intro be any weirder?
I'll say no.
No, we've got a meow cat,
we-
and then it's everything a podcast could ever want. Podcast.
Podcat.
Okay, so I'm gonna get into the topics before we get too off topic here. That made sense in my head. And let's talk a bit about servers, because I know a lot of us are heavily featured on servers. One of us here actually owns our own server. That was Sigils coughing. I figure we can get a few nice conversations out of it. So why don't we start with talking about maybe what servers we like to frequent, where we record, that sort of stuff. So Faye, you want to kick things off?
So me personally, I haven't had the time to play on a lot of servers lately, but when I play, I usually play almost only on Hypixel, I gotta admit.
You're a bad person.
Yeah, I know. I gotta switch it up sometime, but most of the time I play on Hypixel with you guys, obviously. I don't think I ever play on my own actually on servers. That's
I'm
something
like that.
that's
I'm
really
exactly
rare.
like that. I cannot play minigames by myself. It just bores me to. Yeah, I need people in the call to really make the games fun.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm a pretty big frequenter of Hypixel myself, I must admit. But recently I've been looking at other servers. I've been playing on Vector Sector a lot. That was Sigils coughing again. Played on Vector Sector. Found a new server with Zeshin called Chunk, which I recorded a few things on yesterday, and that was super fun. So yeah, I'm really trying to find some new servers, because I think things can get stale sometimes. You need to change things up. So Hypixel is amazing, but sometimes you do just need to change.
Yeah, the best thing I really enjoy on Hypixel is just the party system. I don't know if there are any other servers by now out that have the similar system that really works that well, but this is something that really...
That was Sigils coughing again.
Perfect!
I just need an annotation for when Sigils coughs. So someone make that fan art right now. Do it.
I think the Hypixel deserves a lot of props for kind of like pioneering the field of minigame servers. I think that for the most part they got a little complacent, which I mean, you can't really blame them when they're like the second biggest server in the world,
Yeah,
generally
it's pretty
speaking.
crazy.
What's
And
the
they were
biggest-
number one.
Mindplex.
Mindplex.
Mindplex gets like 20,000 at any time.
I don't think I ever played on Mindplex. Maybe
No,
once.
I don't like
Neither have I.
Mindplex very much, but Mindplex and Hypixel kind of been like trading spaces for a while, but I believe Mindplex has
They just
the
ran away
record.
with it recently.
Yeah, they have the record with 20,000 online,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is a thing.
And they get close to that pretty much every day as well.
Yeah, no, so
Same.
that's like not bad for their first try.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give them some props, go on.
Yeah, but between the two of them, they both kind of like pioneered a lot of the like minigame, I don't know, genre,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. I mean, Hypixel, of course, is sort of the legend of the map maker story, who actually managed to find a way to get people to play his maps. Him and Vex are like the two most successful map makers ever,
Oh,
probably.
Far and away, absolutely.
So I actually have probably played Hypixel more than anything else because it is put together well, and their games are pretty fun. But they haven't really put out anything new in a long time, have they? I guess they did the arena, but I haven't actually played it.
I know they've got a quest system now, which is pretty cool. I went to check out yesterday, but they were having a few issues.
How does that work?
It's kind of like objectives in the game. So get 20 kills with a snowball and you complete a quest and you get I
It sounds
believe
like
it's quest
achievements,
ones.
more or less, doesn't
It
it?
is pretty much achievements, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
achievements that
seen
you can do over and over again.
I don't know if you can do them again, but yeah, I
Yeah,
know
you
they're
can. Me and
implemented
Poet and I think it was Zeshin played for like 6 hours last night getting all the quests.
stuff. Oh, right, okay. So what do you get for the quests?
You get 1250 experience until you level up, and then you get less.
Oh, cool. Sigils, get on that, Vector Sector.
I've actually been planning on doing like a quest of the day kind of thing, or like challenge of the day. That's on the list.
That sounds
I don't have like unlimited resources with which to pump into my server, so it takes a little bit longer to make things.
Speaking of making things, can you run us through a bit about your day-to-day running of the Vector Sector? I'm interested. I honestly, running a server is something that I've considered a lot, and I've just figured it's just way out of my expertise area, but I mean, you are handling it incredibly. Is there any
Well, thank
secrets
you.
I need to know, buddy?
So day to day, it's kind of like imagine you walk outside and everything is on fire,
Yeah. yeah.
and you have to decide which thing you want to put out first. That's pretty much what running a server is like.
Oh.
So it's just a lot of problems, and then you need to fix the problems.
And yeah, the most successful servers are just the ones that figure out which fires to put out first. I mean, like nothing actually works on the server ever, but nobody knows how much it's broken.
In that case, you're doing it well.
Oh, thank you. No, it's kind of it's interesting these days. I wish I had started like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Because it's just sort of like the YouTube phenomenon. Like we all kind of suffer from the same thing where we were like, huh, I didn't know people could like record themselves playing video games. I should try that. But like by the time you started, it's like there's so many people doing it that
Yes.
even if you are really good at it, even if you have something unique to offer, it's really hard to like get outside. I don't want to say the noise because that sounds derogatory, but kind of like, it's just there's a lot of people doing a lot of things. And when you're looking at like 5 different new servers, how do you know which one to pick? And so the rough thing these days is like getting people on. And that's kind of hard because a lot of the games you want to design, I mean, like they're meant for lots of people to play, and they're not fun until lots of people play, but nobody's going to come until a lot of people are there.
And it's a vicious circle.
Yeah, and then like one person will log in and be like, oh, this seems like a pretty cool server.
No one's here.
Wait, no one's here. All right, go somewhere else. Go back
and then
to
someone
Hypixel.
else logs on and be like, oh, that's a pretty cool server.
No, I've actually literally sat in the lobby and watched that happen.
Oh,
Where like a guy
sucks.
logs in, like looks around, and he's like, oh, this looks cool, and then leaves, and then another person logs in, and they're like, huh, well, I guess nobody's here. And then you're just like, oh my gosh.
I shouldn't laugh, but that's hilarious.
No, I mean like, yeah, I don't know what's real sometimes watching how things can just magically go wrong on a server.
Yeah.
You have a person like we had a larger YouTuber who had like 100,000 subscribers record, and I was like, sweet, we're gonna get some traffic. This is gonna be a thing, and it was basically just one person every 5 minutes for like 3 days.
Oh, that sucks.
But it's fun. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what maybe like kind of questions you might have. I don't really do programming myself. I'm more of a like project manager kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's my job to come up with all the bad ideas that we implement, and then to kind of help them get in place and manage everything as it goes. So I kind of have like a director role, I guess.
So you have kind of like a team, and then you manage the team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what does the team look like? How many people have you got on it? What do they do?
So I'd say so. The core team is 3 of us. There's my programmer Gyro, who is a really really gifted programmer, and he's built. 90% of the plugins that we use are from scratch, excluding things like essentials and things like that. That just there's no point in rebuilding them.
Sure.
And then the other guy, his name is Arno, and he manages a lot of the more mundane traditional plugins. So he's responsible for permissions and as well as like kind of community management, which means he doesn't have to do a whole lot right now. Because
But in the
there's
future, it'll build up, and he'll have
yeah,
a bit more.
if it were to get to a point where there was an active player base, he'd be responsible for the moderators and that kind of thing.
Cool stuff.
So yeah, he manages just like permissions, configurations for essentials, things like that, to keep our programmer free to just work on programming. And then there's me. I kind of do a hybrid. I make sure that they're working together in ways that are smart instead of both just like doing their own thing and being like, huh, why does nothing work? And then we have a build team that we contract with, and so I have to work with them to get the maps that we have and that kind of stuff, and then just kind of working with the community and with my team to figure out like, all right, what can we add that's new? What can we add that's different, that people will enjoy, and help make there be a reason. I mean, when you have servers like Hypixel and Mindplex and some of the ones that are put together really well, you have to make your server like better than those, really, to make it worth their time to leave that server and come try something new.
Now, we've been talking about minigame servers a lot, but the trend I've noticed recently is that there's so many PvP servers and prison servers, and I noticed that minigame servers, probably with the exception of Mindplex, are really starting to get a lot less traffic as people move over to these things like prison, those sort of things. Are they kind of on the rise now? What do you guys think?
Is Prison Break not a minigame?
Really played on
not Prison Break. Prison is kind of like, it's a server, and then I believe you PvP your way to the top ranks of the server. So it's kind of like a hierarchy. So it's pretty much PvP, but with like a storyline.
So what would you call survival games? Would that be a minigame, or would that be PvP?
I'd class survival games as a minigame.
Yeah.
I mean, recently I've just noticed people going to things like the Overcast Network and prison servers, and I just think there's something maybe there. Even Pixelmon servers I noticed are taking off right now.
Pixelmon's been growing for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they had that problem with the back-end access thing, though. That was pretty crazy for a bit.
Yeah, that was a little sketch. Sketch.
For those who don't know, Pixelmon, the developers implemented some kind of code which gave them back-end access to a server that used the mod. Is that right?
They could basically prohibit a server from using the mod.
Believe that's
what I understood.
They had like a banning ability, which I understand the idea behind that, but
I don't really understand the idea behind that.
It was pretty sketchy.
Okay. Enough said.
Yeah.
But Fabe, I know you used to be at least pretty big into the PvP scene. I know UHC is your type of game mode. We played Overcast a couple of months ago. I believe that's when I first got to really know you. Beautiful times. But what do you think about the rise of PvP servers?
I actually had a different feeling, to be quite honest. I felt like minigames are kind of pushing the original Minecraft PvP in the background. The vanilla PvP. That is what I enjoy. That's why I enjoy UHC so much, because it's really plain vanilla. You have to gather the resources. Everyone has the same armor, basically. There are no classes, nothing like that. It's just a plain PvP. And what I also really enjoy about Minecraft PvP is team versus team maps. Like, for example, Calamity, Proximity, Aris, and a couple of other maps. And even like in the back in the days when everyone played Race for Wool, I really enjoyed those times. And I think these kind of PvP maps and this strategical team play is getting less and less nowadays. At least it gets less attention from YouTubers. Let me put it that way.
I actually agree with that.
Well, it appears I'm wrong.
One of my dreams for the Vector sector was to build like competitive Minecraft. I wanted to make a place where people could come and like go hard and be big tryhards.
You had the idea for factions, right, Sigils, on the server?
Yeah, no, factions. We are actually going to be releasing factions in the next couple weeks. And actually, one of the things that we've added there is we have a battlegrounds, which exists in the Skylands. And so basically, your faction can build a portal to access the battlegrounds, and then that'll take you up into it. And the way it works is there is an Ender Crystal, which can be kind of in any of like 8 or 9 predisposed locations. Like if you've ever played like King of the Hill in a first-person shooter or something like that, you know how the hill kind of moves around. It'll have like a timer, and then it moves to a new spot.
I love how Fabe was like, yeah, I love the whole vanilla PvP thing. And then it's like, we're going to have crystals and King of the Hill. It's going to be like...
but we're not really adjusting the mechanics. I mean, it's still factions. You still go and make stuff. You know, you can build your armor, whatever you want. But then basically it's like a King of the Hill thing. You go and you have to break the crystal, and then it respawns and owned by your faction. And then while it's owned by your faction, you get like some potion effects, and then you have to fight off all the other factions and hold it for as long as you can. And like every 5 minutes that you hold it, your faction earns money. And it's basically just a 24/7 battleground that people can go into and just constantly engage in PvP.
Sounds really quite cool, I must admit.
It sounds really cool, but it also needs a lot of players again. I would assume.
Yep. No, I know. We have it set up in a couple of ways. So every hour it resets. So if like one person were to play on the server and to just go up there and like break it and then leave, and nobody else was to log on, he'd only earn an hour's worth of holding time essentially. So hopefully it'll at least stay like a little busy and then over time grow. But it'll definitely be more fun the more players who are in it.
I think it's a really cool idea. Can't wait to try it out.
Well, thank you.
We talk about Minecraft a lot. Obviously, all of us like Minecraft. We record it for our channels. Do any of you stream Minecraft? I know Fabe does sometimes.
Every now and then when I find the time. Yeah.
Sigils used to. Jake?
Once.
Once.
No,
that counts,
anymore.
totally. So, yeah, pretty obvious all of us like Minecraft. But, I mean, is there any other games that you guys are really either playing right now, you really enjoy, or looking forward to in the future?
My life has been consumed by Smite.
Smite. I've never heard of Smite.
It's kind of like LoL or Dota, but it's third-person perspective, and it's a bit more like a first-person shooter kind of blend. So in LoL, you just kind of like click on the other target that you want to hit, like kill that guy. And this one is more, you have to aim a lot more, but it's the same kind of idea. Otherwise, it's a MOBA.
You see, I don't get those type of games. I mean, I don't know if Fabe or Jake, you're with me on this one, but I mean, they're so crazy. There's so much going on that I just can't follow it.
I hate things where everything's going on the screen and you
know.
can't tell what you are or what's going to kill you or what's going to save you.
I actually watched a stream today of League of Legends because it's Twitch and you kind of have to watch League of Legends eventually. So I watched my first ever League of Legends stream today, and I did not have a clue how the guy was controlling his camera movements, what he was clicking on, why he was clicking on it, and what he was going on about.
Actually.
It was.
I do not like LoL or Dota, but Smite is really fun, and it's a lot more straightforward, I think, because you're limited to that third-person view. You can never leave your character, like you can in LoL or Dota, which is like they're more like. I mean, they're all MOBAs, but it's sort of like LoL and Dota fall under the real-time strategy kind of side, where like in StarCraft or something like that, you can move your camera independently, you can tell them where to go, and then you're not the character, you're just kind of telling them what to do. And then in either of those games, you don't move with WASD, you don't interact with them that level, it's all just click. Smite is you're that character, over the shoulder movement, so you can kind of swing around and look places, and then you move with WASD, you can jump, you can like interact in a much different way, which is why I actually like it. I couldn't stand playing LoL or Dota when I tried them.
Yeah.
For that very reason.
I hate LoL and Dota a lot. I've never played Smite, but
I don't hate them,
away.
but I never really got into it. I gotta say, I never really tried it. I watched a little bit in the beginning. A lot of my friends actually played LoL. A lot of my real life friends that I talk to every day, and they talked a lot about LoL, so I checked it out a little bit, but I never really got into it myself.
What about you?
Yeah.
Well, before I segue into my whole Pokemon rant about Gen 3 remakes, because that is kind of obvious where I'm going, I'm going to completely admit right now that going back to the idea of Twitch and watching streams and such, because I've just been loving Twitch recently. I can live stream now, yay. Funny enough, I have been addicted to RuneScape live streams.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? I've not played RuneScape in about 8 or 9 years, and
Jesus.
I am addicted to the live streams at the moment. Like, I've literally been watching RuneScape live streams all week, and it turns out I've picked a pretty good time to watch the live streams because they're actually going to RuneScape 3. I believe they're calling it RuneScape Legacy. So I don't know how many of you guys played RuneScape.
Nope.
Really?
A long time ago.
Well, okay. So Sigils, you'll know that there was RuneScape Classic, and then it went to RuneScape, the one that's been around for literally 9 years.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out with something called RuneScape Legacy, and I've checked out a couple of streams of it, and I won't get back into RuneScape because I know how much of my time it drained. It was crazy. Like, I was on the game 24/7. It was not healthy. But it looks amazing. Like, if any of you guys are listening to the podcast right now, are into RuneScape or into those types of games, WildStar's another one that I've been keeping my eye on. But
One of my friends works for the company that's making WildStar.
I know MK's really looking forward to it. She keeps tweeting
Yep.
about it, and Win's another one.
That's another
Yep.
game I tried one of the beta weekends where you guys had a lot of keys. I tried it out, and I really didn't get into it. I don't know why. It just wasn't my type of game, I think.
I watched Win stream on it, and I was the same as you, Fabe. No, it doesn't look like my type of game. I don't know. But yeah, RuneScape, check it out if you want to waste your life. It's awesome.
There's so many ways to waste your life.
Oh, I think World
Choose
of Warcraft's
wisely.
another one, but I never got into World of Warcraft. But I
No.
know people literally spend 24 hours a day on that. Any of you guys?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
No, I've never played
you
World of
insane?
Warcraft. But yeah, back to the Pokemon rant, because, guys, Gen 3 remakes, I am super excited. None of you guys are you?
No.
Nope.
This is going to be a really one-sided conversation.
I really would love to play them. I really enjoyed the third generation, but I never got a Nintendo DS. So I third generation is more or less the last I played. Well, the first generation remakes I
Fabe, how are
played.
we still friends?
Yeah, I know. It's just I never came around to buy a Nintendo DS. I never figured it was worth the money for me.
I don't
So-
know, Pokemon is just, it was my childhood, it was my teenage years, it's my current, I love the Pokemon games.
I love the Pokemon games just as well, but I just hadn't had the
my
chance to
current.
play the new ones. I really want to someday. If I have enough money on the side, I'll buy a DS one day, and then I'll play the heck out all of the games that came out after my time.
Every
my
time it's
plan.
Pokemon time, Fabe.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
don't know if he really knows what that means, because he's like, always.
Every time's Pokemon time. But yeah, Gen 3 remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, super excited for it. I believe they're coming out in November. But yeah, I've been tweeting about it, I've been talking about it in videos. I mean, we've been waiting for Gen 3 remakes for a long time. So I am super excited for that game.
Maybe Twitch plays Pokemon will go on a dominant run again.
That would be my life complete.
Oh,
Do you know there's
I
still
never
going
got
on?
the point of that.
what are they playing now? I saw they played other games after the third generation.
Crazy. I checked out the stream a couple of weeks ago, and they're now playing. They've got like one side of the screen which is betting on Pokemon Colosseum, so they throw randomized teams into Pokemon Colosseum, and then they bet on that. The chat bets on the game.
They just bet on it. They don't play it actually.
Yeah, it's all randomized moves, randomized teams.
Oh, okay.
The Pokemon Colosseum is just for betting. So I guess that's somehow that converts into real life money, and that's how the stream makes its money. Maybe, I don't know. And then the other side of the screen is the traditional Twitch plays Pokemon. I believe they're up to Pokemon Platinum right now. For those who don't know, Twitch plays Pokemon is literally, I believe, one guy who is remaining anonymous right now through Pokemon up onto Twitch, and lets the stream chat control it. It's pretty cool.
I
It is
stopped
very
watching
innovative.
after the. Yeah, it's not really innovative from what I've heard. I heard that there was a similar things before, but it just really took off with the Pokemon games. I think all the nostalgia that came with it.
I think Pokemon's
Yeah.
a perfect game for it, just because you can't die. I mean,
Yeah.
eventually, no matter what buttons you press, no matter what order,
will beat
eventually
the
you will
game.
complete the game.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed the first generation part, and I watched part of the second generation, but I stopped after that because I don't know. He changed the system a couple of times,
Yeah.
and the second generation felt way too easy to beat.
I'll admit
There
I
wasn't the
really
challenge
missed the
anymore,
first.
and there wasn't the feeling of accomplishment once you finally cut that frickin' bush.
The lore surrounding the first generation was crazy.
Yeah,
There
it was so
There was
awesome.
Bird Jesus
There's
and
lore?
Lord Helix. It was like I went onto the Reddit page, and I think it's got something like.
Did you like not go on the internet, Jake, or?
I know. How have you?
I never played Pokemon as a child.
Doesn't matter.
Like Imager was literally nothing but Twitch plays Pokemon.
Reddit, Twitch plays Pokemon. Like,
Hashtag consult the Helix fossil.
consult the Helix fossil.
What is
Fabe
the
and
Helix
I-
fossil? Everybody
What?
is hailing it.
What?
I have to go.
Let's just kick Jake from the call. You know, it's just the Helix fossil. Jake is basically the Helix fossil is something from first gen Pokemon, and it you revive the Helix fossil and it comes out as a Pokemon called Onomite. But the player on the Twitch Plays Pokemon game was given the Helix fossil. He got the Helix fossil, no worries there. But then just about every time the chat tried to fight in a Pokemon battle, they would accidentally select the Helix fossil, and they would call it consulting the helix fossil. You know,
So it
what
was
should we do?
basically-
Give us
yeah.
guidance, that sort of thing. And eventually it evolved into the idea that he was a god, it was Lord Helix. And when they revived the helix fossil, the internet exploded. Like, that was when All Hail Lord Helix came into effect, which you probably saw.
Yeah, I definitely saw them. You kept posting them in the TimeShot.
Yeah, I did. I was pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, you had a severe problem.
I was on that stream for hours. It was amazing.
And now I just want you to know that we're here for you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
This isn't a podcast, it's an intervention.
Yep.
No.
Liam, we're here because some
We
of us
love
had
you.
mild positive feelings in your direction.
Mild positive feelings. I will accept that. That's the most human love I've ever experienced. So I appreciate that, man. I
You're welcome.
appreciate
Someone
it.
had a trouble child.
Sometimes.
With Pokemon, though, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it works out.
But yeah, after that long tangent, I am very excited for the Gen 3 remakes.
Oh, yeah, is that what we were talking about?
That's what we were talking about. Oh yeah. Jake, I believe you're up next.
What am I answering?
You are answering what game are you playing now, with the exception of Minecraft, or what game you're excited for.
Oh, yes. I've been playing a lot of
Pokemon.
Skyrim, actually.
Oh, you and Skyrim.
It's so good. It's almost as old as Minecraft, and
Hey,
it's still
recording,
going just as
Jake?
strong.
It is not almost as
No.
old as Minecraft. Are you
Nowhere
kidding me?
near. Didn't Minecraft
Yeah.
just reach 5 years recently?
Minecraft is 29. Skyrim is 2011. It's 2 years younger.
I thought you were like, Minecraft's been around for 29 years.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
Did I say
Okay.
29? I meant 09.
There you go.
But
Yeah, I didn't even
A
know
game
that.
I'm excited for is Fallout 4. That's been announced. What else? Not really sure.
So, what have they announced? Isn't Elder Scrolls Online coming out soon?
It's
Yeah.
been out, and it's a disappointment to me.
It's something crazy. I was going to buy it, but you can only buy it, first of all, on PC, not Xbox. So I was like, yeah. And then it's something crazy. It's a monthly subscription, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a $20 a month, I think.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Crazy.
It's a lot.
Beyond crazy.
That was quite expensive.
It's not even that good of a game.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I played the beta and I was like, I'm bored.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't like it at all.
Really? I thought it'd be amazing.
Uh-uh.
I just don't think any game in the world's worth $20 a month.
Correct.
Well, isn't that what World of Warcraft charges? And people are just...
I think they were like 15.
That's
Yeah, but
still
still
immense
crazy.
to me.
World of Warcraft people will.
Well,
crazy.
this is my
Crazy
opinion on it.
especially.
If it went free-to-play, it would be the absolute best free-to-play MMO you could possibly buy in the world.
If it was
but-
literally a one-time buy, you buy the disc, you put it in your Xbox, you play it, I'd be on that game 24/7.
Yeah, that's my opinion. It's great, but it's not worth the money.
That's my official opinion. It's great, but
Jake
it
has
sucks.
spoken.
Yeah.
End podcast.
None of
That's
you are
it.
allowed to buy the game.
If anyone buys the game, you will be blocked from the channels. You will be blacklisted on Vector Sector, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
I
Who
speak,
goes on
I
that
speak for
server?
Sigils now,
Yeah, well, you said it with a British accent, so
so it has to
I'll
be
have
true.
to say yes. Hmm.
All right. So, have we missed anyone? Sigils, did you say a game?
I talked a little bit about Smite,
Oh, yeah, you
but
did.
that's not, that's
How
something
did I
I'm playing
forget
right
that
now.
incredible explanation of my
I know.
ranting?
We had
against
like
League of
such a good
Legends?
moment.
It was
and you
amazing.
ruined it.
Sorry, buddy.
It was.
So yeah, games, pretty awesome.
What is it just looking
Games.
forward to? I think you wanted to say something, didn't you?
What am I looking forward to? I would have to say either. Well, I got 3 games that have like I'm interested, but I'm not like that is gonna be the best. I'm like, well, maybe this game won't suck. Maybe it will finally entertain me.
Optimism at the finest there. Maybe
I'm
this
hurt.
won't suck if I buy it.
I've been hurt before. Okay, I've been hurt.
Huge disappointments.
I think Destiny could be interesting. I'm curious. Bungie is like, they're responsible for some of the most classic games made, but I sort of feel like they did that on accident.
What, Halo?
Given well, the way they like ended Halo was
They've
terrible.
ended Halo like 3 times, haven't they?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
they made Halo Reach.
every year it
which-
seems like my friends are telling me that, oh, it's the final Halo game, Liam, you should finally get into the series. And I'm like, is it the final Halo game, though? Is it?
I don't know if they've ever actually said it was the final Halo game.
I don't know. I've been
The only-
told a number of times it's the final Halo game. I don't know where they're getting
The
the
only one,
information from. but
that might have been Halo Reach, where it was the last one Bungie was making.
that
but
could have been actually, yeah.
that was years ago. And that was terrible. And then they did like this big documentary where they were like, Halo Reach is the Halo we always wanted to make.
You know what
Everyone
was
like,
cool? That feature film they did of Halo, Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah,
never
was
That
actually
was
watched it.
awesome.
because I take my Halo too seriously. So, but yeah, so I'm basically looking for another competitive game I can play. I get really competitive about games. And so Destiny or Halo 5 or Advanced Warfare. I will accept any of those three being a good
Kevin
game.
Spacey's in Advanced Warfare, and that's the only
that's
reason I'm getting it.
It's a pretty solid argument, but well, the
Kevin
guys who are
Spacey's in
making
it.
Advanced Warfare, they're a new studio, right? They're Sledgehammers. And
Are those the World of Warcraft guys? Or is that
No.
someone else?
no, that's World of Warcraft is Blizzard.
Oh yeah, of course they are. Sorry.
Like, wow. All right.
I'll get off the internet now. My bad.
Yeah, no, like, go home, Liam. You're done.
I am. We need a studio for this. We just need to get a studio so you can actually say go home. We'll have to actually walk out the studio.
I'll say yes.
Just buy a building.
All right, guys, chip in for the studio.
Yeah, everybody make contributions out to Sigils, care of TimeShot. I'll make sure it goes to the right place.
Straight to the vector sector.
Isn't that the right place, though?
Totally. But yeah, Kevin Spacey's in Advanced Warfare.
His
So
voice.
I'm
man.
getting it purely for that reason.
Yeah, but they've also said that like they really care about competitive, and they're going to be building it to be like a really challenging,
All the recent
skillful
Call of Duty
game.
games have been pretty focused on competitive, though, haven't they?
No, they have not.
Really? I mean, Black Ops 2 was
Ghosts?
hugely
Well,
competitive.
Yeah. Okay. Ghost. Black Ops 2 was. Ghost is a piece of trash, and I hope it dies.
Ghost, I stopped playing after like 2 weeks.
Everybody hates Ghosts. It's terrible. It was literally the world's most
When
giant step
Titanfall came
backwards.
out, it blew Call of Duty out the water.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, you know that the guys who made Titanfall are all the people who left Infinity Ward.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, all the talented people who made the good two Modern Warfares, and then
Modern Warfare 2 was
3.
my life. I love that game. I got like
Modern
19
Warfare
days
2 was-
played on it.
That game was amazing. Modern Warfare 3 was trash.
Yeah, it
and
was.
Ghost was even more trash.
Agreed.
But Black Ops 2 was amazing. That was actually one of my favorite FPSs that I've ever played.
I liked it just because it was so competitive, and they did focus
Oh,
on
yeah.
the competitive nature.
And Advanced Warfare said like they're basically promising to go back and beyond what Treyarch did.
Definitely
so
check it out then.
if they do, they have my attention. So there's 3 games. Ha.
That was 2.
No, I also said Halo 5.
Oh, that doesn't count. You can't have 2 from the same studio.
But no, Bungie doesn't make Halo anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's
Man, I
three-
need to keep up with the
that's
conversation.
343 is making Halo, Bungie's making Destiny, and then Sledgehammer's making Advanced Warfare. And I will accept whichever one of those is the best will be the one that I will play.
Oh,
Sigils has high expectations.
I have demands.
my mum just brought chocolate fudge cake in, so excuse me if I just go silent for a while.
Like I have an Xbox One and I have literally not turned it on
Oh my god, I'm the
In like-
same. I
in
feel
like-
really guilty.
in like a month, but there's just no good games for it. Like I love
know.
the system, but
Last game
they're
I
just-
played in it was Titanfall a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I played the beta of Titanfall and it was fun, but I didn't end up buying it because I was like, I'll play this for a week.
I
And then
just
will
wish
be
they had a
bored.
storyline in it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
or
just
competitive.
multiplayer for those that don't have Titanfall. Fabe, Jake, do you guys play Titanfall or
Never played
Nope.
in my life.
you guys play COD?
Nope. No FPS
I
at all.
love Modern Warfare. Loved Modern Warfare 2. Hated all the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm
That-
kind of the same
that's
with you,
allowable.
Jake.
Yeah, no,
No
the only
FPS.
ones that were good.
No FPS
We're-
is Fabe.
No, I never got into FPS games, and no, never.
TF2?
Nope.
Minecraft? Well, I guess Minecraft
Is-
isn't really enough.
What? Minecraft?
Minecraft is
first
not-
person, not a first person
not-
shooter.
Minecraft's
No.
now officially got M16s in it. Heard it here first. 1.8,
I mean,
let's
I've
make
done
it
that.
happen. Name changes and
I was thinking of the bows. Like, you can shoot
Oh,
a
the
bow.
bows, of course. That makes Minecraft an FPS.
Yeah.
Wait.
FPB, first
That
person
Minecraft
bow.
is the first FPS I played.
FPS, PS, first person pig shooter.
Yeah.
That acronym is completely
I'll
wrong.
accept Minecraft as an FPS.
You know
I'm
what?
willing to say maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
totally accept
Sigils
Minecraft
agrees with me.
FPS.
I mean,
Jake,
it's a
you're
first-person
pioneering.
perspective.
It is, yeah.
And you also shoot things.
I can hear a cat.
Hi,
somewhere.
Hobbs.
Yep, no, it's his time.
It's his time.
As we said,
Sounds so morbid.
Hobbs.
I hate you, cat.
You should call him Code instead.
Yeah, you
There
should.
you go. Should.
He's got a Code Wing skin on. That sounded morbid because it was about real life. It's not okay to say that. Could you imagine going around that? Oh, guys, I'm just changing my skin.
Yeah.
It doesn't work outside of Minecraft. You might get arrested.
Like with that.
Unless you're Chainsaw Massacre.
You will definitely get arrested in that case.
Or just shot in the face.
In your many faces.
Many
Yeah, they-
faces. This is weirder than the intro.
Yeah, no, we're going worse.
We've outdone ourselves.
Woo!
But yeah, so a lot of games coming out. Watch Dogs is another one I want to check out.
What
Isn't
is
Watch Dogs already out?
No, Watch Dogs comes out in like
I thought it came
2
out too.
weeks.
I thought it came out like
Comes
a
out in like
week
2
ago.
weeks. It's made by the same guys that did Assassin's Creed, which is my all-time favorite series, Ubisoft. Apparently, it's set in the same world as Assassin's Creed, but that's just like fan speculation at that
So,
point.
so
But
that's for example a game I would never play myself, but I'm looking forward to watching Let's Plays of it because I heard so much good stuff about it.
yeah, I can imagine a lot of big YouTubers picking that up. PewDiePie.
Didn't they
and so
like do a marketing blitz for it so early that it seemed like it came out like a year ago?
Well, they released the date for it, and the date was actually, I believe it was last year.
Oh,
and then
okay,
they
that's
just
what it was.
they had
Classic.
some kind of catastrophe. I can't say that word. How do you say that
Cat-
word, Sigils?
Catastrophic.
I might be thinking of Sleeping Dogs.
Catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Yes.
Sleeping Dogs too.
yeah, Sleeping
yeah.
Dogs came out a while ago. Poet and I did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Watch
Yeah,
Dogs.
yeah.
Watch Dogs is going to be similar to Sleeping Dogs, but Watch Dogs is kind of like you control your environment because the world's electronic now. You can control traffic lights and cars and
Yeah, they're both like hacker games with
yeah,
dog in it,
you're
right?
basically
Yeah.
a hacker. It's kind of like Watch Dogs.
Hacking games with dogs in them.
With hot dogs.
So it's kind of like a combination between Sleeping Dogs and Assassin's Creed. And it's released in like 2 weeks' time. I'm very excited for it, I must admit, and I'll be picking that up. Finally get to turn on the Xbox One again.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty psyched. That would be another one I'm pretty excited for. Gen 3 remake of Watch Dogs. That's all I need. Gen 3 remake of Watch Dogs.
What I
You're
had
sick,
in
man.
mind
Oh.
is that I think Telltale. What is it?
Telltale.
Walking Dead
is. Yeah, no, the Game of Thrones game.
Oh, I'm totally
Oh,
forgot.
really? Oh,
I kind of
didn't-
want to do that because I heard a lot of good things about The Walking Dead. I never played it myself,
Oh,
actually.
it's so good.
They
It's
just
so good.
released season 2, episode 3 of the Walking Dead game, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's add that to my list. I've been playing that. Oh,
It
it's
was
so good.
amazing. But yeah, I'm excited for Game of Thrones too.
Yeah, that's what I want to try out probably.
So you're really gonna get this wrong.
I'm
I've
out
been
of the
singing
loop here.
this song
What was
all day
that?
when I was doing my lab work. I
It's
was
the
singing
only
the-
intro I never skip on a TV series. It's amazing.
Well, it's
Yeah,
because
it's
it's amazing.
You don't skip Breaking Bad's? Or
Well, I finished Breaking Bad. I can't remember watching Breaking Bad at this point. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
but you skipped that intro?
Well-
Such a good intro.
I just
It was very
remember-
short though, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
you-
it's very short and
you
Well, I
need
probably
to
didn't have
skip it.
time to skip it.
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh,
find the
that
controller.
Oh, you guys watch
No,
House of
that
Cards at all?
attitude.
Nope.
House of
We
Cards
watch what?
another one. House of Cards.
Oh,
Kevin Spacey.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Oh my god.
The
When's
only
season
way
3
I...
coming out for that? I need to know.
I
Second
need a
season is out.
series.
No, season 3.
Oh, it'll be like a year, man.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it just was released like 3 months ago.
Oh man. Yeah.
It takes a while to make shows that are that good.
House of
So
Cards and
I-
Game of Thrones. I will wait an eternity for those.
I
Yeah,
just
those are
watched a TV show called Dollhouse, which was pretty good too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
What's
I
that
enjoyed.
about?
It was only 2 seasons, sadly, but it was really good.
I think that's what the guy who made it, Joss Whedon. That's the only show
Joss
I actually
Whedon.
liked.
You what? That's
I
the
said
only
I think-
show you liked from him?
Yeah, I didn't like Firefly. I'll say
Didn't
it.
like Firefly?
I've
I'll
never
say it.
heard
Get
of
out
these
of
shows.
here!
I'll say it. I
Fabe
didn't
is
like
offended.
Firefly.
Firefly was one of my favorite series of all time.
It was so weird because it was like, haha, we fly on our spaceship, but we use guns from the Wild West because that's how things work.
The characters were amazing.
Yeah, the characters were good, but it just really bothered me. Where he would be like, hold on, let me load my 6-shooter because Wild Wild West space.
Yeah, I can see where they're coming from, but
Like,
I
I like ruined all the magic of the show for me because I was just like, that's so dumb. Like,
I just like the whole atmosphere, the music, and the characters. I think it was all pretty well done.
yeah, that stuff was good. I just couldn't get past the like technology differences. They were just, it's just too weird.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it
I've
was-
never even heard the show, so.
What?
Seen-
Firefly, is it called?
Firefly.
How have you not heard of
I
Firefly?
feel like I
That's
need to go Google it right
the
now.
show that people cry about being canceled. Like,
Yeah, it's only
Oh, well, I'm
40
not going to check it out now if it's cancelled.
it got a full season, but
Oh.
it's like considered the show that was killed too soon.
Oh,
like,
I've seen this before.
if you say like, oh yeah, shows that get canceled, like 20 people from the internet will be like, Firefly, it'll come back. Hang on, we didn't mean it, Firefly. We're sorry.
well, they released a movie after that to kind of give a little bit of closure.
Yeah, they did. Serenity.
Heroes is coming back as well.
What? Shut up.
Did you watch Heroes, Jake?
No.
Oh.
I think Dave does though.
Yeah,
Do they
Heroes
have
is
Zachary
like
Quinto coming
superhuman
back as
stuff.
Sylar?
What's that?
Do they have Zach Quinto coming back as Sylar? Because otherwise, I'm not watching.
I don't know how they're going to do it because, I mean, it was such an extensive cast of superheroes that, I mean, they can't all come back, can they? So they must have to have some new branch of story or something, or...
Yeah, if there's no Sylar, I'm really not interested.
There has to be a Sylar.
Correct.
The ending of Heroes was awful, so I'm pretty happy they're bringing it back, although I'm kind of worried that they're just going to kill the series as a whole.
There was supposed to be one more season. Like, they actually had, like, 5 seasons
Well,
planned out.
You can tell they ended it so early because it was just out the blue. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but the ending is just really random.
Yeah, it is.
So it was pretty obvious that they were expecting another season because it literally just all
Ends.
plots ends in like an episode.
They had to do that twice because the second season there was a writer strike. So they only ended up getting, like, half as many episodes as they were supposed to have.
Oh, wow.
And so the first half of the second season is awesome. And then just suddenly, like, in one episode, they solve all the problems. And you're like, what? Like, what just happened?
Oh, that's how they did it. Oh, they did that as well. Oh, yeah, that.
Yep. All right. Oh, there's the bad guy. All right, we killed him. Okay, there's the other bad guy. All right, we got him. All right. Yay!
Go watch Dexter.
Got him, guys.
It was very much like, what?
But yeah, I'm pretty happy about Heroes coming back.
I'm trying to force myself to watch the 8th season of Dexter. It's so bad.
I couldn't. No.
My friend's like, you need to watch the finale just because of how terrible it is, but like I can't even get to it.
I don't even know what it was. I just had to, it was just, I just couldn't bring myself to turn on episode 1. I was like, this is going to be so bad. It's just going to be the same as all the other seasons. It's so repetitive, and it's an amazing show, but it's the same each season.
Yes.
I was gonna say I thought Dexter was supposed to be really good and amazing and awesome.
It is.
Dexter, I thought it was pretty good. I'm not sure about the end. I was just in the flow. I watched all the seasons back to back, basically, so I just finished it up. But yeah,
I do that a lot. I binge watch a lot of shows.
In America, like the Dexter finale is considered like one of the worst TV finales people have seen.
But I mean, everything before that is excellent. It is just very repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The storyline for each season is the exact same with different villains. It's going to sing the intro to every TV show we talk about.
I am.
Are you going to break out into song again? Do another show I don't know.
That is the intro to the podcast right there. Fabe singing Game of Thrones.
You don't even know how
copyright
often I sang
strike,
this
man.
song.
Well, when someone breaks into the Game of Thrones intro, you just can't not
No,
help them and hum along with them.
It's true.
exactly.
It's
You
just,
literally
have
can't
to.
not.
But Jake, you have been very quiet during our TV talk, so there must be something you watch, some kind of TV show you're looking forward to. Hit us with
Surely
it.
you're interesting
Well,
in some way or shape.
I did
That's what I'm
binge
getting at,
watch.
Sigils, but I was playing it on nicely.
I don't know why.
Sorry, Jake. I'm only messing
No,
with you.
I did binge watch Breaking Bad, and I started to watch Game of Thrones a week ago.
Oh,
I
you
got-
are so lucky to have all that Game of
Oh,
Thrones
yeah.
to watch.
This is amazing.
I got 13 minutes into the first episode and realized that I don't know what's going on.
Don't
So I'm
fall
gonna-
in love
don't.
with any of the characters ever. If you like a character, they will die.
You gotta
So
what
what I'm gonna do
I had to watch it twice before I understood all the stuff that was going on in these episodes.
is I'm gonna read up on like the lore without trying not to spoil myself too much, and then try
What
to
are you
watch.
doing? Why?
Like- What?
No, you're not supposed to know anything. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Just watch it and
Don't
watch
be
it
a
again.
book reader.
Then you'll
You're
know.
that
Those
kind of
guys
guy who
suck.
reads instruction manuals, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're that guy. Nobody likes that guy, man. All
Nobody likes you, Jake.
right, you guys want to have
All
your
right.
mind blown by my Game of Thrones theory
Oh,
about how
totally.
what
Hit
what
us
I
with it.
think is happening? You ready?
Yeah.
Jake, cover
All right. All right. Well, this isn't really spoiler-tastic unless it's right.
Got some
But I
fan
don't
fiction
know
from Sigils here coming up.
No. Ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
So it revolves around Jon Snow. Okay. Basically, so as you know, somebody might be the mother of dragons.
Can I
Right.
uncover my ears?
No, not yet. Jake.
Alright. So somebody's the mother of dragons, right? And this person has a number of them, more than one.
Possibly,
And
Jake.
I'm trying to help Jake here. but the way it works is that there usually used to be like one person per dragon, right?
Yeah.
Which means they have to be Targaryens because they're the dragon people. The theory is that Jon Snow is actually a Targaryen,
He doesn't
and
have
that
the hair.
That's right. We
But-
don't know his mother yet, do we?
no, we know his mother. We don't technically know his well, okay, we don't know who his mother is, right? But the theory that I have is that Eddard Stark is not actually Jon's father; he's Jon's uncle. Because remember,
I got that inkling too.
the whole Civil War started when the Targaryens kidnapped Eddard's sister. And some people think that the prince, the Targaryen prince, raped her, and she gave birth to Jon. And to protect him, Eddard just was like, "Oh yeah, he's my bastard kid," but he's actually half Targaryen, half Stark, and may end up as one of the people with the dragon later in the series.
That
to fight.
sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah, right.
I could believe that.
Did you read it up, or did you came up with it yourself?
I came up with it. I was part of a group where we came up with it.
Wow.
Around afterward, and some other people have thought that
Shouting
too.
at Jake for reading manuals, and you're the fan fiction group guy.
The people who are listening and read the book are thinking, "Oh man, they are so stupid. They don't even know."
Someone out there is just going, Sigils, that's not how it happens. You're lying.
I know.
Then
Nope,
they're gonna
well-
leave spoilers in the comments.
Yeah, don't leave spoilers in the
No,
comments.
don't do that.
I hate
guys.
That's not
Forever.
how it happened. This is what happened.
Everybody tweet at Jake and let him know what happens in.
Yeah, you can
Game
do
of
that. That's fine. Just
Why
don't leave
would
spoilers
you
in the
do
comments.
that? They're gonna do it.
Watch it quickly, Jake. I guarantee you'll have finished up to season 4 by tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. There's only
Can't
like
not
what,
binge
30
watch
episodes?
Game of Thrones.
Just watch it, man. Don't read no manuals. Don't learn no lore. You don't need it.
Nope.
They'll tell you everything you need to know.
No, they won't.
They will.
Jake is that guy.
Who's Jon Snow? I don't know who that
Oh,
is. He knows nothing. I know that.
He knows
Yeah.
nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh, Fabe.
My brand. I don't know
My
why I
brand.
set that up.
Let's not bring that.
Fabe
We just need to
really
have Fabe just say every accent in the world. It'd be amazing.
I can't do accents. at
No,
all.
well, now that you said that, we're gonna make you do accents.
do an American accent.
I can't do an American accent.
No, you got to.
Yeah, try
You
it.
don't have
I
an
don't
accent.
even know what defines an American accent.
I don't actually. I'm saying.
Just
that
go
now.
Southern. Everyone goes Southern.
Do a Jake. Do a Jake accent.
Jake has an accent?
I was just thinking that when I
Chicago.
said it. Chicago.
No.
Liam can do it.
I don't know.
It wasn't nearly as funny as I thought it would be, but he can do it.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's gonna be a difficult one for Fabe.
I'm imagining Fabe doing it, and it's so funny in my head.
Yeah.
I was like, shut up, guys. Stop.
No. Let's move on.
What's next on the agenda?
Okay, so moving away from movies, back to Minecraft. What additions? It's got to be asked. What additions do you want to see to Minecraft? Fabe, kick us off, buddy.
What additions?
Yeah.
I heard Dinnerbone, I think, and maybe someone else talk about total PvP revamp. Revamp?
Rewamp.
I think that's the word.
Revamp.
So they are going to work a lot of PvP for maybe 1.9, hopefully, and I'm really looking forward to that. I hope they add a lot more balance, and maybe they can figure out a way to make it less lag dependent. I would really enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is something I'm really looking forward to.
Sorry, I'm eating cake right now, so Jules, take it away.
So unprofessional.
Well, so I'm actually I have a controversial opinion about Minecraft. Sometimes is I don't think that anything that they add ever can be bad just because of the way Minecraft works.
Yeah.
Like by it being a sandbox, I'm cool with them adding whatever they want at any time because if I don't like it, I'm just not going
You don't have
use
to
it.
play with it, sure.
Yeah, but it like the more options and features that they put in, the more crazy things we can do. Like the fewer limits we have. on us. So from a that kind of standpoint, what I actually want is I would like another creative only block that's a chunk loader.
Oh.
And have it just for map makers, like just like command blocks and what are they, barrier blocks, but just something like that, which is very easy way for map builders to be able to just load chunks. They have that in modded stuff, obviously, but I think that would be one of the most.
I was going to say an FTB pack does that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's where I first kind of experienced it and got to use it, and I was like, oh, this would be so handy. And so I think that is my wish list of I really wish that would be put into vanilla. But I'm pretty much excited with whatever they do because it always adds more. Like the slime walls are awesome, and I'm pretty excited to see how those get implemented more.
Speaking of chunks, and I know it's not the chunk loader you were thinking of, but I was talking to Poet the other day, and apparently in the snapshot, if you turn off OpenGL, it will load the top chunks first. So when you're flying through the world, chunks load instantly.
Oh, cool.
So, that's pretty cool in my books. And
that is pretty.
Another thing in the snapshots is the title screen. When you released that video, Fabe, and showed that you could do titles in Minecraft in the snapshot, my mind lit up with ideas for adventure maps, and I'm just so excited to see what the community comes up with.
When I saw that tweet from Sarge, I think he's called.
Yeah.
I really was, yes, that's perfect for adventure maps, that's perfect for role-playing series, that's perfect for a lot of things.
I cannot wait for that feature. It's going to be amazing. That's the feature that really... at this point, I kind of like Sigil's approach where, people can implement, or Mojang rather, can implement features into Minecraft, and if I don't like them, I'd have to use them. I might like them down the road, in which case they're there for me, and if I like them, I can use them straight away. So it's a win-win.
But also the titles will also do a very, very good thing for minigames, for example. They can easily give you the objectives right on the screen, so you don't have to read the chat all the time. Because in the chat, a lot of stuff just gets lost, usually.
Yeah. I think that's good.
It's really good, yeah.
Jake, you're up.
What am I doing?
Oh, you are the worst at this guy.
What do I want to see added?
Yeah. So you
All right.
knew.
Mine's a little bit different. I want to see something like not equivalent exchange. Applied energetics added. You remember that, Liam?
That is the whole pipes and stuff, isn't it?
No, it's not pipes. It's a computer system. It's an ME system.
Oh no.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it's never gonna happen, but
it's too futuristic.
That's
too advanced, techno.
It was
That'd
the
be
thing
my
where you
thing.
could literally right-click it, and then it would store 15 million items.
Yeah, it had
that will never
pretty much
enter
unlimited
Minecraft.
storage.
Yeah,
in
that's
one
just
block.
not
And
gonna
something
be a
like
thing.
that, something which dominates the game so much, kind of takes me away from Sigil's idea. Where if they implement something that dominates Minecraft to a huge extent, where things like chests are no longer viable options, then that kind of bugs me a bit.
Mean.
That's the biggest problem. You really have to balance the new features.
I'm just more of a modded guy. I love modded Minecraft, and it just interests me.
That FTB server we were on a year ago, Jake. Really, I love that. But since then, I've not really experimented
without the
with
name,
the mods and stuff. Without the name. I've not really experimented with mods too much after that. But I really enjoyed my time on that Feed the Bee server, I must admit.
Yeah, I did too. I enjoyed doing everything for you.
Yeah, me too. And there were some pretty cool stuff, like the chunk loader's already been mentioned. It could load a chunk while you're away. Even, I did enjoy the storage feature. I just don't think it would work for vanilla Minecraft because...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because things like chests would then become redundant.
I think I agree with you, but...
Plus,
if I was in charge of Minecraft, I would add that.
Quarries wouldn't... the whole idea of the game is to mine. So when you can just stick down a quarry and just go away and have more stuff you would have had than if you went caving, it's pointless.
Quarries were fun, though.
They were fun, but just not for vanilla Minecraft.
They are fun for a while, but not for long term.
I think mods serve their purpose in that if you're getting bored of vanilla, you can go to play mods, but it's not necessarily stuff that should be implemented. Don't get me wrong, there's certain mods which I believe should be in Minecraft. Things like Mo Creatures would be an excellent addition, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
Tinker's Construct.
Tinker's Construct, what's that again? Remind me.
It's where you
the
can...
devil.
It's make different tools. You can combine different metals to make new alloys to make different tools.
Is that the one with the forge? Where you forge the lava into blades and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think that'd be pretty cool, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna change my answer to that, but Applied Energetics is a close second. I still have
Terrible.
Conversation. So unless any of you guys have any more topics, I believe Jake's got some questions for us.
Yeah, from the fans. All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So I'm just gonna go in order from left to right as I see people on the Skype screen, and then I'll go last answering. So, what are you expecting from this podcast, and where do you see it going in the future? Sigils.
I'm expecting $1 million.
Me too.
And well, it's not really my baby. I'm just a guest, so I don't know if I really know where it's going in the future. But be definitely cool to see it grow and become a good sort of way for TimeShot group to come together and participate with the community and present ourselves as a group to the community more often, because it's hard to get like 20 people in a recording or something.
Yeah.
But it can be a good way to just sort of keep everybody in touch. So that should be good.
Definitely.
Fabe.
I totally agree with Sigils. It's a nice way to do something with the community. We can talk about all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, I really enjoy that, and it's a nice platform to do it too. I mean, when you play Minecraft and do maybe a collab, I know Poet does it all the time, talk about stuff in his episodes, but I don't know, I just can't do it, and I really love a platform like this just to talk about the different stuff we can. And I really hope the viewers will enjoy it, and we'll have a nice amount of listeners. Is that a word? Listeners?
Yeah, totally.
All right, British. Liam.
That's
sorry.
all I'll be addressed as now, British.
Yeah.
I think Sigils really hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of times where, we just physically can't get all 17 or 16 or however many time shots there are now into a Skype call, discuss things, and I think a podcast is really just a great way to do that, So I honestly, I think it will bring the community together more. That is really my objective for the podcast. In addition, the fans have been suggesting it for the longest time, and I think, we claim all the time to be a server for the fans, and if we don't listen to fan suggestions like the podcast, and we don't implement those suggestions into our, TimeShot community kind of thing, then I think we're really failing them. So I'd really like this to become not only a podcast to really be a centre of the community for TimeShotters, but also, implement it. Whether we decide to implement it, we're not sure yet whether we're going to keep this YouTube channel, whether we're going to throw it on the website when that's finally finished, or leave it on the Reddit page. We're not sure. But wherever we decide to put it, I really think it could be a great way to bring the community together as a whole, and that includes the members and the fans, and I can't wait to see how it evolves, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I guess I'll answer it now. I think Liam and Sigils both said it the way I was going. Yeah.
I suck at it.
Yeah, you suck, babe. No, TimeShot is a community for the fans, like we said, and I think it will bring both the fans and TimeShot together, and the members of TimeShot, because there are still people on TimeShot that I don't feel comfortable going up and saying, hey, you want to record?
Yeah.
But I feel like this will be the type of thing that will erase that and make it more comfortable for people like me and...
Don't say
I
names.
don't want to name...
Don't say names.
No, I won't. Me and Liam.
Me and Jake, because we've never, ever done anything
Yeah,
together
because
in the
I hate
world.
Liam, but I don't want him to know that.
Wow. Comes out the woodworks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's gonna be an interesting
People-
podcast in the future, then.
Change
Oh
your
no,
co-host.
what if we end up hating each other?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so next question. What were your first
Are the
thoughts
names
and
attached to these?
Huh? For the first three, no, they didn't leave a name.
Oh, okay.
What were your first thoughts and expectations when you first joined TimeShot?
Expectations.
Expectations.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sigils.
I don't know. I was just trying to find a group of people who really enjoy doing YouTube and making content for the fans, that kind of stuff, viewers, and just a group of people that would be good to interact with and that kind of thing. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of people who I'd kind of known peripherally for a long time, and hanging out with them, and a lot of people had a good sense of humor and that kind of stuff, and it just seemed like a good direction to go to kind of keep things interesting for myself as well.
Yeah.
He likes us. He really, really likes us.
Yay! Who needs vector sector?
What?
Oh, hey now.
That's
Joking. It's fun. It's fine. Babe, you want to answer that?
So, yeah, pretty much the most important thing for me was just playing with friends, because yeah, I knew you guys before, and I wanted to play with you guys again. So that was something I really was looking forward to. And also just having this group and the whole idea of the server, how it's run and everything, I thought it was a very, very good concept. And I like that people are having fun with it, but at the same time taking it seriously to a certain extent. Yeah, that's basically what I like about our community.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Liam?
So obviously there was a server before, which a lot of the members were on, and the reason I joined that server in particular was for channel growth. Quite frankly, I was a small channel. There are a lot of big channels on that server, and I figured it'd be a great way to grow the channel. And after that went sour, we had the idea of TimeShot, Poet Win and I, and we thought, it could be a great idea for channel growth. It could also be an amazing place to interact with the fans, because that's something we felt the other server was lacking. And then in addition, it would just be great to hang out with a group of friends. As I've said, a lot of people have came over from that server, and we got a lot of new people on. Cough, cough, Sigils.
Yeah.
Regret that every day of my life.
As you should.
And no, it was a cool way to interact with fans, community, people we knew. Sigils hit the nail on the head there, where he was like, there's people in my peripheral vision where, I'd heard of. These seem like cool guys, cool sense of humour. I want to play on a server with them. So let's get MK on. Oh no, Sigils will come with her too.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
But no, I think I like the whole concept of a server and a group of friends playing Minecraft together. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, good one, Liam.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
My first thoughts and expectations.
My first kiss went a little like this. Sorry.
And twist.
So I joined the server, and I noticed that a lot of people on the server were people that I had previously known from different servers. Like, even Sigils I had met before in a competition between two servers.
I killed him.
Yeah, you did. And I expected that it would go really far, because people just seemed to have really good chemistry and, hung out really nice together and didn't have any issues with one another. And it's just a really nice group of friends. And those were my first thoughts, and expectations were that we would go to the end of time and...
Wow. Someone get the cheesy trumpets out.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
finish Game of Thrones.
And we may spoil it for you along the way now that we know you've not finished it.
It's entirely
Uh-huh. No, don't do that.
No, please. I have more manuals to read.
Third question is kind of like a TimeShot news question. The lads recently did a second UHC where they planned on taking down the Ender Dragon. Will you be doing the actual TimeShot Ender Dragon anytime soon?
No. We want him to live forever.
No, we'll never.
wants to
What do you
live
mean?
forever?
He's a member of TimeShot, just like us.
Yep.
Why would we kill him?
Do you want me to go ahead and answer this one?
Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
We know we've noticed you guys asking for the dragon battle a lot, and I think Fabe's the one that raised the issue that, it's an end game thing. Once you kill the dragon, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
So we've still got a lot of stuff to do before the dragon fight. We've got the Wither to come up. I proposed Wither and dragon fight together, but that was not a popular suggestion.
I said, screw you, Liam.
I think that would be so cool, but no,
I mean,
apparently
I'd do it.
I was overruled.
You were.
In addition, there's some in 1.8 which we're kind of looking forward to. A new mob called Endermites. Dinnerbone tweeted that they'd have some kind of interaction revolving around the dragon, and we're just worried that if we start the dragon fight too early, before even 1.9 possibly, we could be missing out features that would otherwise make the dragon fight really kind of cool for you guys to watch and for us to play, and that's really why we're kind of delaying the dragon fight. But it will eventually happen, just not really for the foreseeable future as of yet, unless of course something changes and we're like, okay, we can't wait any longer, let's go kill the dragon. But for right now, it's not really on the agenda, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would actually love if there would be a way to get into the end and back without killing the dragon.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
there is, isn't there? There's a glitch where the dragon can just carry on respawning, and that's how people do like dragon XP grinders.
In my first Let's Play, when I went to the end, there were 16 Ender Dragons.
What?
I want to know that glitch, and then we are doing the dragon fight instantly.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I have it recorded. What I did is I did a community event. I put it on a server and had like all my fans come on and help me kill them.
That sounds amazing.
It was ridiculous. There was like just nothing to do. Like I
Is the
tried to fight it
glitch-
by myself, and you just like you got hit from every direction by
I can
another
imagine.
dragon.
Is the glitch still in the game though?
I'm not sure. This was like 1.1 or 2.
It won't be. Not a
Okay,
chance.
yeah, that would be crazy.
I never really figured out like some people were like, yeah, that happens sometimes, but nobody really knew like how or why or anything. So it was sort of like I don't know, unusual but not crazy.
Sounds awesome.
I enjoyed it.
Motorbike.
That one professional.
I'm eating cake and motorbikes.
Oh, I
Yeah,
lied. That last question was asked by Paramore Mike.
Thank you, Mike. I'm moderator of my stream, actually.
I like that guy.
He's
He's
an
nice.
awesome
He bought my T-shirt.
Shout out. You have t-shirts?
Yeah,
I want a
Buy one.
Banjake t-shirt.
buy one.
I want a Win heart. Win started to sell hearts. I'm gonna get one. It's gonna be awesome. But is that everything? Have we covered all the questions, all the topics? Everyone happy?
All the topics, yeah.
Sounds good.
All
Yeah.
right. So this was episode 1 of ShotPod. We were, of course, joined by Fabe and Sigils today. Jake
Yay.
and I were your hosts, and we will be for the foreseeable future until either Jake kicks me off or I kick Jake off, which should be fun.
Yeah.
There'll be some kind of ShotPod power struggle, no doubt. And
Perfect.
but yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like rating. Unless this is somewhere else like iTunes, in which case don't leave a like rating because it's not possible.
Try as
yeah.
hard as you can.
Anything else any of you guys want to say to just end off?
Bye.
No, thanks for having us.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. It was awesome.
End it, Liam.
I'm ending it. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. And channel links and vector sector IP and what else in the description. And we'll catch you in episode 2 of the ShotPod.